There's something you can do every single day from here on out for the rest of your life to help prevent the number one type of cancer today in the U.S. Ultraviolet radiation produced by the sun is one of the most harmful types of radiation and the most preventable at the same time. UV rays are described in three different types: UVA, B, and C. And those are something I'm going to go over with you here today. UV rays by the sun do not discriminate based on age, gender, or race. With that being said, I've lived all over the U.S., in the sunny South, and in the rainy, cloudy Pacific Northwest. Everywhere I've lived, I've worn sunscreen and all types of UV protection, as described by SPF, sun protection factor. I also, on the daily, wear a uniform when I go to work, and I wear a hat to help protect from these harmful UV rays. So first of all, we're going to talk about UV rays and where they come from. Then we're going to talk about the associated danger with ultraviolet radiation. Also, we're going to talk about fun ways you can protect yourself and your family while still having fun outside during the bright, sunshiny summer days. So according to a 2007 article in the Journal of German Society for Dermatology, they list the three types of UV radiation: UVC, UVB, and UVA. And UVA being what is 98% comprised of the harmful radiation that you receive on a daily basis when you go outside and you're not protected. So, some of those dangers we're going to talk about right now. Exposure to the sun's rays can lead to a harmful amount of radiation on your skin, which is your number one largest organ on the human body. As stated by Gregory Knoll and Anthony Johnson, cumulative exposure to UV rays is the number one leading cause of skin cancer today. Skin cancer comes in all types and sizes, and we're going to go over a couple of those types and sizes right now. So, basal cells are one of the more common types. They're also one of the more treatable types. They usually lie on the surface of your skin and can easily be removed and treated by a simple excision. They'll simply go in, cut it out, and remove it, and they can also test it. Then we have squamous cells. Squamous cells are a lot like basal cells, however, they can deeply root themselves and become a little bit more harmful if not treated. Also, there are malignant melanoma type cells. They metastasize very quickly and can quickly spread and create other types of cancer and spread throughout the entire body, to include the lymph nodes. And eventually, this could lead to death. So all three types play a major factor in how they affect our dermis and epidermis. Those are the two types. Those are skin levels that we have. However, there are some ways to protect ourselves. Simply by wearing a hat whenever you go outside can play a major role in this protection. So in the article, recommendation, daily sun protection and the prevention of chronic UV-induced skin damage states that studies show that anatomic distribution of sunlight on the body's surface show the highest dose is right on the scalp. The second highest dose, you get about 2/3 is on your shoulders, based on whatever activity you're doing. If you're out having fun, laying on the beach, then of course, whichever side you've exposed to the sun is going to receive the most radiation dose. So we need to prevent these harmful rays from reaching our body. Another way of doing that is by simply going to the dermatologist. I myself have to get checked out annually because I have very fair skin and I'm extremely affected by the harmful UV rays, which is why I wear sunscreen, I wear protective clothing, I wear a hat. You can also wear sunglasses that have polarized protection. These sunglasses will usually cost you a little bit more money because there's special lens that are put into the sunglasses to help protect your eyes and your cornea. Due to long-term exposure, you could eventually start to see deterioration in your eyes if you don't take care of them. Wear some polarized sunglasses and everything will be just fine. You can also just become simply educated. The more you know, the more you can tell your family, and the more they'll understand how they can better protect themselves. Now, when thinking about sunscreen, you see little numbers written on the bottle, anywhere from SPF 4 for tanning lotion, all the way up to SPF 100. So that sun protection factor plays only a small role. Now, SPF 15 will get you about 93% protection from the sun's harmful rays. I'm saying, well, that sounds like a lot. However, an SPF of 50 actually only protects you 97%, so you're only seeing a 4% increase. The major factor when wearing sunscreen is how often you apply it. You must apply it on an hourly basis. Several other items like exposure to the elements, if you go swimming, if you wash your hands and you wash some of that sunscreen off, or you start to sweat, can also play a factor. However, there are sunscreens that will allow you to do some water activities or sweat, and they're a little bit more sweat proof. So we've talked a lot about where UV rays come from, their harmful effects, and the dangers that you can see if you don't take care of yourself, as well as how you can protect yourself and your family, which is extremely important. Make sure you go out, buy some sunscreen today, wear some protective clothing when you go outside in order to protect everybody. It is incumbent upon ourselves to make sure that we use this protection, get yourself educated, go see a dermatologist once a year. If you see anything abnormal, take a picture of it so you can bring it in, get it measured, get it sized, whatever the case may be. Because this is extremely important because the skin is the largest part of your body. Thank you.